going on with y'all, man? It's been a real long time since I dropped a video on this channel, but as you're reading in the title, you might be wondering why I took a break from Halo. Now I'm gonna get right into it. I'm not gonna waste your time or anything like that, because I know it's been like a month since I posted on this channel. I really wasn't sure what to post, to be honest, and in the background is some Destiny 2 gameplay. I mean, I figured the game was made by Bungie, so I was like, you know what, hey, it might not be Halo, but it's something close to it. It's pretty much, in my opinion, Halo with superpowers. But so the first reason was me being really hard on myself when it came to the competitive aspect of the game. Now, I was in Discord servers. I was in the guys Discord server. I was in Mellow server for a little bit. I was in Faction. Faction was like my home server, like where I started. How I got into the game in the first place was me playing Cartographer, like literally on a Dell Latitude laptop. If you look at my older videos, you'll see like in the description that I was playing on like a terrible laptop, and I wasn't playing on a laptop that could run all these frames like how I am now. And me looking back at that, it just shows how far I came, because I literally I worked as hard as I possibly could, and I made like probably like $2 grand, and I had like 1.5K in the bank from just me working my tail off. And I know to some people that might not be a lot, but for me at the time, you know, with me living at the shelter at that time, you know, it was a lot for me. And I had people in my ear telling me, oh, you should get this one, you should get, shut up. Just because you're telling me to do something, I'm not gonna do it. Like, I already had a goal in mind, and whenever I have a goal in mind, I go head first, you know, into what I want to do. And I plan it out. Well, I plan it out beforehand, but if I have a goal in mind, I'm not gonna let nothing distract me or deter me from that goal that I already set. So that's one thing about me that is a very great quality, is that I don't let people distract me and throw me off my game as best as possible, of course, because we all have times where we get distracted, or, you know, we make mistakes, things like that, or our focus kind of drifts away, you know. But I just cared about being the best player way too much. And that was what the problem was because I saw Mental, Kurt, who else was in that Discord server? I'm trying to remember. Mental, Kurt, Clean Force, like Mellow, because I know Divine was pretty good, like Faulty. I don't remember everybody's names, but you know, I saw that everybody else was a great player, and I wanted to be the same way. But I realized that the reason, like, when I got into Halo in the first place, it wasn't about me being the best player. I started playing Halo because I saw my dad and my mom playing Halo, and my uncle playing Halo, and I saw them having fun. It wasn't about me being the top ranked player on the Slayer playlist, which is dead on MCC, by the way. You know, it wasn't about being the highest ranked player on Insignia or whatever. It wasn't about that. I realized that I lost sight of why I started playing the game in the first place. And I would literally wake up some days, and even when I would get on Halo, right, my goal would be to become one of the best players. And I wasn't thinking about having fun. I was literally just sweating all the time. Even in casual matches. It was so bad to the point where I was in a custom games match at MCC. Somebody was like, oh, you're a sweaty boy. From I guess my YouTube videos or whatever. And I realized that I was putting too much expectation on myself. And I realized, I'm like, bro, it's a video game. Who cares? And once I started to think about games that way, I started just doing good on my own, like in this gameplay right now. You're watching me play Destiny. I played some Crucible matches that I might throw in here, you know, where I did really good. And I wasn't thinking about being the best player. I just was taking what I knew from Halo and just applying it to this game. You know, as far as team shooting and cover shooting, wall shooting. You can't really wall glitch in this game, obviously, but, you know, just supporting my teammates as much as I can, even if I might not have the best aim in the world. But as long as I'm putting in shots on somebody, you know, at least it can help my teammate take them down. So, and I was taking some of those same things and applying them to when I was playing Gears of War. But that's one of the main reasons I just lost. The two main reasons. I just made it a sweat fest all the time when I wasn't a sweaty player. I've never been a sweaty gamer. Like, yes, I do pick things up really fast and I learn really quickly, but I put this expectation on myself mentally, and I was like literally straining myself because of it, to the point when I would like not do good. I would get mad at myself, even though people would tell me like, oh, try not to whatever, it's not that serious. Even though people would tell me that, it's like when people would tell me not to be hard on myself, it's something that I struggle with. But it was like when people would tell me, right, it's like it just wouldn't register in my mind, even though they would tell me like, oh, it's okay, it's fine, it's not that serious. I just hate being the player that's like not one of the best players on the team. But then I can't say that in every case, because there have been games where I have went off, maybe not on Halo, but Gears, Destiny, some other shooters that I played, Call of Duty. So I don't know, I just was becoming way too hard on myself. And a lot of how gaming is now, right? Gaming is just very sweaty. Like if you play the newer Call of Duties, it's just a sweat fest. Everybody has the same weapons. Everybody has the same guns. Like even in this game too, like in Destiny, like it has that problem too. But you see me, I'm still using whatever I want and I'm getting the job done, And I might be going a little bit off topic here when it comes to games, but I remember playing 2K22, right? And hold on, you might be like, you're talking about 2K and a Halo? Supposed to be talking about Halo. Hear me out, right? So 2K22, 2022 was probably like one of the funnest 2Ks I've ever played. Even though people had, the meta, with them being short and speed boosting and all this other stuff. Like I still had a shooting guard, and I was still greening fadeaways and beating people, like even the sweatiest of players, because I was learning the game quickly and I was understanding how to shut people down. That's one thing I love doing. Like when I seen people doing the same thing as everybody else, I will go out of my way to be different, right? And not because they're doing the same thing as everyone else, but I love doing that and being able to shut people down that are using the most popular thing in the game. And that's another thing, another problem a lot of these games have, is because a lot of them have a meta or something that everybody else does or uses, or they might cheese. Like I find that boring. And I know that some games are exploitable like that. For instance, in this game, like I was playing Gambit, and I went to go invade somebody, and I literally spawned right in front of the enemy team entirely, and I got wiped immediately. I didn't even get a chance to try to frag somebody and pick somebody off, maybe to stop them from getting their primeval. And because of that, it almost cost us the game, but we happened to come back. So I just don't like that a lot of these games now are just very sweaty, and it kind of like, when you're playing in a very sweaty environment versus sweaty people, it kind of makes you play like that too in a way. And I didn't like that I was playing that way. I like just playing the game how I want to play it and not trying to play like everybody else. It just sucks that video games can be like that sometimes. And that was one of the main core reasons why I lost sight of, why I enjoyed Halo in the first place. It wasn't about metas and wall glitching and all this other stuff. And I understand, that you got to do these things in the game to win, but I don't know. I just feel like things would be very different if a lot of games didn't have, the whole cheese system where you're just using a meta all the time. Like, how boring that is? And I know that some of you are watching this video can relate. Like, how boring that is to have one meta in the game and nobody does nothing else, and that's all you play against? There's literally no variety. There's just nothing there. There's no sugar and there's no spice and there's just nothing nice. It's just nothing. It's not fun. And I became one of those players where I just was very sweaty at whatever I played, because I felt like I had a point to prove. But I was like, it doesn't matter. Like, I'm not a streamer or whatever. I'm not in esports. And even if I was, the esports scene for a lot of games are dead nowadays. I would say, there was a LAN for H2, in Las Vegas, so I can't sit here and neglect that and act like I didn't see it. Cause I remember Gello was there, but what else was there? Like, I know there's a pretty competitive scene in CS:GO, but I just realized that I don't want to be a sweaty player every single day that I hop on a video game. Like, just that mental strain is just too much, you know? I'd rather just play the game and have fun, and if I happen to dominate while I'm doing it, okay, I'm gonna get some good footage and I'm gonna upload it to YouTube and upload what the people want to see or what people ask for me for. But yeah, you know, I saw my parents and my uncle playing Halo, and they had a lot of fun, and I wanted to replicate some of those same things that they experienced, even, you know, playing together, you know, back around 2009, 2010, you know, with the fat white Xbox 360 and, you know, the silver Halo Reach Xbox 360. That was the one that my uncle had that I still want to this day because it looks badass in my opinion, along with the Gears of War 3 one, because I'm about to get back into Gears of War soon too, so I'll probably buy that one most likely when I get the money for it. But, you know, I know that, you know, I can't relive every single memory, you know, me missing out on certain eras growing up. Like, I'm happy that I even get to boot up Insignia and play any game that I want, because when Xbox Live 1.0 was out, I wasn't even like really born yet, so until like the year after. I was still in my dad's nutsack at that time, so, you know, I know that I can't replicate everything that happened, but one thing I want to do while playing video games is creating my own memories, and I just forgot about that. Like, I just focused on being competitive so much, and it just made me forget why I even picked up video games in the first place. It wasn't to drown out my sorrows, or, you know, if I was having a hard time in life, to distract myself from it. It was to have fun, you know, to have fun with the boys, or maybe play some games with my sister, you know, because me and her played Roblox lately, and played some Rocket League, and I had a lot of fun playing that. So, you know, it was just the truth. I lost sight of why I enjoyed them in the first place, and I made everything just competitive, and other people did around me a little bit as well. Now, another thing I want to talk about is ego. I've witnessed this a lot playing Halo, right? And I know that people are going to be like, oh, everyone has an ego, blah, 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 blah. But when you're on an enemy team, right? And I had a game that I played where this person had like literally no kills. They weren't even helping their team. The person literally tried to gaslight me and tell me like, oh, you're bad at the game, you should be getting better. And I was like, what are you talking about? You have like 7 kills. You're not even doing anything. And I had more than him. But his teammates were literally carrying him. And this is how MCC solo queue goes. That's why I uninstalled the game entirely. Because if you don't have a party, you're pretty much going to lose. Because of the, what's it called? The SBMM. And the EOMM. I don't even know if MCC has EOMM, but, you know, it's just retarded. People think that they're good even when they get carried, and they try to like talk down to you. I even had a game on Twitch that I streamed, which my Twitch will be on the screen if I edit it in, by the way, because I'll be streaming on there here and there. I'm gonna stream on there more, and also I have a Let's Play channel where I play other games. So if you want to check that out, if I'm not posting there, you should see some videos over there of whatever games drop or whatever I might be playing at the moment. Whatever you're interested in, just let me know in the comments and give me some feedback. But those channels will be up here. Anyways, back to the game I was telling you about, right? So in the game that I was playing, I wish I kept the screenshots, and I wish I kept the stream. Now, I think I had like 14 kills, and my other teammate had like 15, and a dude on our team had 10. I might be doing the math wrong, but it was somewhere around that. And some dude on our team had like 6 or 7 kills or whatever. He was the reason why we lost. Now, it was on this like garbage map that I'm gonna show you here in the video that I should edit in. This map is terrible. This map is trash. I don't care what nobody tells me. This map is garbage in MTZ. It's terrible. Especially Halo 3. Garbage, right? The dude gets on the mic. Now, first of all, he was literally team shooting me for no reason. And I'm telling him on the microphone, I'm like, bro, we're on the same team. We're supposed to be helping each other. Why are you shooting me? He'll like do damage to me so the other team could shoot me, and then they'll get the point for it. Get the kill for it, right? And I caught on to that. So I started doing the same thing to him. And he got mad on the microphone. I told him, I said, nah, bro, I don't want to hear nothing. Because he was like, oh, da-da-da. He's like, oh, you're bad at the game. You're causing us to lose. I was like, nah, shut your ass up. Because you're not going to team shoot me and give the other team the other point because you're mad for whatever reason. You choose to team shoot me out of everybody and grief me for no reason. Like, I told him straight up. I was like, bro, shut your ass up. I don't want to hear nothing you got to say. Like, I literally told him that. Literally cussed him out because... And I was like, bro, I'm trying to enjoy the game. I was like, I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help us win. Yes, we might be solo queuing, or I might be solo queuing fine, and we might not see eye to eye right now, but bro, I just want to win the game. I just want to have fun, and you're literally ruining my experience. And I was telling him that, and he was trying to gaslight me. He was like, oh, you started it first. I was like, no, I didn't. You literally started shooting me for no reason. Whatever your reasoning was, it was retarded. Like... And I can't play a game like that. Like, that's not fair, you know? Like, I'm trying to... I had just got out of work, like, an hour and a half before, and I had got home or whatever. And I was like, you know what? Let me fire up stream real quick and let me play for a little bit. Because I had really bad internet, and I finally got internet from Xfinity. And I'm like, this is what I got to deal with? I got to deal with somebody trying to gaslight me and team shoot me for no reason and literally lie to my face. Like he wasn't doing it on purpose. Because he literally, like, hit me with, like, a melee animation, like a beatdown, for whatever reason. And then he started doing that, so I was like, oh, you want to play like that? Now I'm going to start shooting you. Now, you might tell me, right? Oh, Bri, you should just ignore him. I'm not going to lie to you, I don't want to hear that. Because I always ignore people. You get to a point where you get tired of people messing up your experience when you're just trying to have fun. Unprovoked, people just start team shooting you and literally like trying to troll you for whatever reason, and people think that stuff is funny, and I'm realizing that it's not funny. Like, okay, now if somebody's genuinely like crashing out over something stupid, or like simping over like a woman on the other team or whatever, or if they're on the same team, or, you know, just being lame, yes, that's understandable. But if you're genuinely ruining somebody's experience and thinking you're trolling them or thinking you're doing something, at the end of the day, you're just a clown and you're not funny. You may think it's funny or whatever, but it's really not. It's just the truth. I was having fun on that garbage map. No, I wasn't. But I was gonna say I was having fun until he did that, but I wasn't having fun on that map. I hate that map. Like, if I can take that map and literally shoot it into outer space, or literally burn it on fire, I would. I literally would. Like, I would Kamehameha that map, because that map is terrible, bro. I hate it. But yeah, and then I had another person that I 1v1'd in the Discord server too, that had such like a very big ego toward me, and like he beat me because I didn't warm up and I didn't play for like 2 months or whatever. Which is fine, you know, I didn't make any excuses, but I was like, you beat me fair and square. But he was literally like posting it, making it seem like he like smoked me. And yes, the series was like 3-7, I think, but all the games were pretty close. I mean, but he was just trying to act like he just completely like blew me out of the water. And it was like, it was weird. Like, after that, you know, the pedophilia stuff in that Discord server, and Mellow server, after that, bro. And I know it's not the whole community, especially with him entertaining it, and I was entertaining it too, and I realized that me making jokes, I mean, I did it every once in a while, like I made a joke here and there, but I realized that me entertaining that, I'm like, bro, I'm not helping nobody, and I'm like, I look bad, I look like a fool, I'm going around, like, going along joking with them, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm a way more mature man than that, bro. Like, I'm 22, like, I don't really argue with people on games no more. I don't really care. You know what I'm saying? But if you're genuinely bothering me, bro, I'm going to say something. Like, I'm not just going to keep letting you do what you want to do. Like, which is reasonable. You know, anybody doesn't deserve to have their experience ruined. But all that stuff with, you know, I'm not going to say his name, give him attention, being a pedophile and all types of weird stuff. Like, it was just mad weird stuff. And I know that's not the whole Halo community as a whole, because I played matches with Punny and a couple other people in the Halo Classic Hub server. There's some cool dudes over there. I never really had problems with them at all, you know. when I played with them, I had fun, and it was a pretty good experience. So I'm not gonna chalk up what happened in that server as the whole Halo community, because that's not fair. That would be a spit in the face to the people that are subbed to this channel, and that will also be disrespectful. So I'm not gonna say that, because I might have had some very weird experiences on Discord, yes, and might have found myself a little bit kind of deep in the rabbit hole. That's why I had to uninstall it off my phone and just check it on the computer here and there, and I left like mad servers. But you know, that doesn't, you know, make the Halo community as a whole. That experience that happened to me, or those things that I witnessed and I saw that person said, with them liking children and liking minors and all types of weird stuff, and I'm just like, bro, why is there so many pedophiles around in this world, man? Like out of all people, why would you want to go after a child? Like, nobody should be going after anybody. Should be raping or molesting anybody. I know this video took a dark turn, but this just adds to my point of another reason why I stopped playing. But you know, I just need to take a mental break from it too. And all of those things that I mentioned were tied into it. I was just tired of the same experience over and over again. Tired of being sweaty, tired of people griefing me for no reason, and me trying to have fun, and everything just turning into a sweat fest, and it wasn't fun for me anymore. And I just lost sight. And regardless, and with all that stuff that happened, it caused me to lose sight of why I enjoyed Halo in the first place. But yeah, man, those are all these reasons. Those are all my reasons. I want to be very honest and transparent with everybody that's watching this. I don't know what I would post here going forward. Maybe if you want to see some Halo Infinite, let me know. I'm definitely going to play the Unreal Engine 5 remakes of Halo 2 and 3 if they do come out. Like, I'll definitely upload them and give them a chance. I'm not just gonna quit the game or quit the series entirely because of, you know, some bad experiences and me not having fun, or not looking at the game in a fun way and just playing it very sweaty. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that video. Maybe some of you could resonate with some of the things that I said in this video. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate your time. I really thank any of you that tuned into this, because it has been a whole month. But yeah, let me know if you want maybe Halo Infinite or something, or maybe I'll play like the dig site DLC that some developers made. I'll play like some cut content, stuff like that. But let me know what you want to see, and I'm out, man. Peace.